Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Chicago Bears and the Toronto Thunderbirds. 2 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. First play, and Wilson wants to throw it. And incomplete to open things up.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly into the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Wilson. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
Five yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's a handoff out of the gun. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Justin Fields, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. This defense for the Bears, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. The defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
A pickup of 11, and it moves the chains.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage. Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Wilson. And he rifles one incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw is probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They go play action with Wilson. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now it's Fields off the bootleg. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. Touchdown, Chicago! Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced to punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. They've got his man complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Working with a 2nd and 4. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Thunderbirds have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Fields finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Now a first down throw, Fields. This complete to Jones. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A gain of 3, second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Fields. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Throwing on third down, Fields. Able to connect with Mims. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now it's Fields. A throw left side taken in by Kmet. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. 3rd and 7 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep.
Does a nice job there defensively being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Now Kaimi Fairbairn for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. And worth pointing out, after that last completion, that puts this young quarterback over 10,000 yards passing for his career. And fair to say, he's not done yet.
No doubt about it. He's really just getting started because he's not quite into the prime of his career. So it's likely he's going to hit a few more of these milestones as this career progresses. So let's face it, we'll acknowledge this number and we'll celebrate the milestones down the road.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action. Now Wilson. This goes out wide from Nixon. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Mixing up the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Second down and 8. Here's Wilson. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. He'll get it inside the 20. Touchdown! Brandon Ayuk, 44 yards. And the Thunderbirds are back within a score. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. A good productive run there on first down. He winds up getting 8.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Going to throw right side here, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Here's Fields. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
From the gun on third down, Fields. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Looks like this will be the drive they come up empty after a couple of touchdowns and a field goal on those first 3 drives.
Yeah, but shed no tears for them, okay? So they come up empty on one, but as you noted, they put plenty of points on the board. They don't look close to being done in this one. A lot of adjustments still needing to be made on the defensive side of the field.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and they will take over first and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. He's got him in, complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
First and 10.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on first and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And the coverage coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So 3 plays already, first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Here's Wilson. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
The kick by Bass is good, and that will tie things at 17-all. So they're able to make things level just before half and also leave very, very little time on the clock.
And I love the way that you phrased that. Put a little soccer into it, and that's really apropos considering they just kicked a field goal to tie things up.
Final shot before the break. Fields. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Bears have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now it's Wilson. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. To Mixon on the check down. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Wilson. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Romeo Okwara shooting in there and dropping him for the sack. Here's Jamie Gillen down as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. This is brought in at the 21. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further. As they get him down well short of the line to gain. They'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Fielded at the 20. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson, he'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. There's Wilson to throw. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown! Brandon Ayuk. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Thunderbirds are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the 3rd quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will tie us at 24. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. We've got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
And that's going to do it. Clock hit zeros. They're not going to get another play. Welcome back to Toronto. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. From the gun, they'll try to run it. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On play action, Fields. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The offense on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 9. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. That really sets them back, a loss of 6.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Wilson. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Dumps it off to Mixon. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skills showing the power, but just not much room to operate. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Throwing is Wilson. And it's caught. Touchdown. Dallas Goedert, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Thunderbirds have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. That is caught by Mims. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones.
When I see a route like that, I don't know how anybody stays with these receivers because he curled back. I thought he was going to stop, then he just took off.
He really gave the impression that the curl was the end of the route. But when he turned it upfield and the throw was there, nothing a defender can do.
On first down, Fields. And he'll just get rid of it.
A wise choice was made here, and he didn't risk a turnover because he understood the pressure was coming, saw the tight coverage, and decided just to throw it away and live another down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Fourth down, Fields has to have this one.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Well, they did the part they had to do. Quick throw got the first down.
But that doesn't allow them to relax. They still have plenty of work to do.
A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
Here's Fields.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of the game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front. They're prepared for him to try and take off.
Back to throw, Fields. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Jair Alexander. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll be upended at the 18. That's a very helpful pickup of 9 after the play began at the 9. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around a training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Here's Wilson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Jalen Johnson.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try to push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. All eyes on Fields. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we may very well be headed to overtime. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career when he grabbed the quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys and let's see if our receivers can intercept over the football.
He's got to figure something out because the current formula's not working. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Right now, you know that the heart is pumping for Kaimi Fairbairn. This from long, very long range. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And they've come in here and stolen one